Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So we are still in the Chasm here, as you can see by the name of the map, where the Drakhuri had captured us. We still don't have Cassia back, who is in the arms of a mad scientist, more or less. I forget his actual name. Essentially, to get Cassia back, we need to go and prove our worthiness while he experiments on her, more or less, which sounds very bad, but he has more or less experimented on all of us at this point, which is very, very bad. When we go into the arena, it sounds like we're going to fight Marzahai in there, who was basically stripped of his position. We might be fighting some other people in there, and it sounds like we might have made a deal with Marzahai, so I'm not sure if he's going to fight us or join us. It's all up to what happens in there. Otherwise, we have gotten our entire party back that we kind of got ambushed with, plus one Space Marine. Yes, an actual Space Marine. He sounds like he's going to work slightly different than some of our actual party members, but he is a Space Wolf, which is actually one of the favorite chapters I know about from Space Marines. So he sounds like he's going to work like Argenta with a few differences, because he is a soldier, arch-militant, just like her in the actual archetypes. However, he occupies 4 spaces instead of 1, and he can't hide behind cover, is his big thing. But when he goes down, he can somewhat get back up 1 time per battle, and when he goes down, he acts like cover for everyone else. The other difference for him, or 2 big differences, is he seems to only be able to use equipment that has this Adeptus Aristidis equipment feature on it. So even though, like, he is using a one-handed bolter here, I technically can't switch him to another one-handed bolter. It has to have that thing on it. So he's very restricted in his equipment, and he is more of a melee-based arch-militant, or like a switcher-upper, rather than Argenta, who I just have, like, she does single shot, then she does area shot. So that's kind of the big differences with him. I'm sure there's going to be more stuff later on, but that's the big difference with him. Now, I'm going to go straight into the arena. We're going to see what happens, and hopefully afterward we get Cassia back, but we will just see. So that being said, portal to the arena. I suppose we didn't pick up 2 knives, which can go to cargo. You know what? These serrated monoblades can, these other knives can. There's a few things that I've picked up that are just junk that I should start filtering, because it gave me my inventory back. So, like, I have a lot of junk that I needed at first, or I thought I needed, but so I can slowly filter out that stuff. The Rulers of Woe, an exquisite strife awaits you. The bloodstained proselytes will face the sophisticated killers of the Cabal of the Poisonous Whisper, and the challengers who have already survived 1 fight in the arena will go up against the fresh battlemate provided by the Cabal of Wounded Skies. That sounds like it's going to be one heck of a match. So that's Marzahai, I believe. There's a lot of Drakhuri in here. Oh, that's us. Okay. So let's throw the big guy over here just to see what he can do. Well, Argenta goes over here just to delete things. Pascal can go behind the cage right here to help sweep things up. I can go over here just to snipe things, so can Yarlet on the other side of this. And then, Abelard, you can help out Argenta. Sure. We don't get a turn for a while. Yeah, they're just shooting at him since he's an easy target, it looks like.
When Fenris is in battle, oceans bleed. Horror awaits.
they're not really doing much to him. Now that may hurt Argenta a tad. Okay, Yerlet's turn. So we can hit a bunch of people. I think I'm gonna try to help him get out of melee combat. So what we're gonna do is analyze one of the Drakhuri gladiators. Piercing shot.
If I must.
Call the bold. And then just single shot the Drakhuri gladiator down.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Then we're gonna in my sights one of the snipers up here. I see how to get to them, but if we can just snipe them, that'll be all the better.
I'm enraged.
Argenta,
As the
furious
Emperor
recital.
commands, I act.
Confident
I'll do
approach. We are going to kick the Drakhuri gladiator. We're going to move right here, which is going to get us hit, but that's fine. We are going to concentrated fire to burst them all down. And kerbam. That's one down. That's two almost down, and the Scythe hurt. We're then going to tap Wildfire and do it all over again. That's the second and third one down. That's the Scythe almost down. And she can end her turn. I'm up. So I'm going to analyze the Cabalite sniper up there. Call the bold. Piercing shot just for the crit. Now we do extra damage to him as well. And pop him. Mark him as prey. And claim bounty. And since he is a rank 3, I believe we get an extra shot. That might be for a rank 4 though. That is for rank 4. I have 2 extra AP. So we are going to lower the Drakhuri gladiator's armor. And then we'll be fine. So we get a few things that we get to do. If we do strike, we don't do much to the gladiator. But we can kick him for now. I was hoping to get to the brutal scythe. We're going to do Reckless Rush, so that when we attack, we don't get the movement taken away from us. I thought that was how it was supposed to work. Steady superiority, so he gets an extra attack. Can run up here, and he can gut the gladiator. Gutting him again, getting the extra attack. Running up to the Scythe, gutting the Scythe.
I will carve runes out of your bones.
Running next to this Scythe. Oh, I didn't see go for the throat here. You know what? Oh, I don't have enough movement points. I can do run and gun next. So stabbing the Scythe.
Feel the icy bite of death.
We're gonna do run and gun. Just to get back here.
I hunger for battle.
Burst is 1. So we're going to do rapid fire.
See how the wolf succeeds?
And burst him down.
So it shall be.
I mean, pretty good considering I forgot Confident Approach. Pascal. Seeing as how there's 2 left. Let's go right here so you have a better shot at this life. Plasma overcharge it. Have the bird attack it. Strafe through.
Cogitation failed.
No, obstruct vision.
Setting target parameters for units.
And he's down. And then we can overcharge. Actually, no, we'll just do a single shot at the Kabbalite sniper. So what we'll do is analyze him. He is analyzed. So we can do precise attack for extra accuracy, hopefully. We went from 36 to a 45. Abelard, go through the gate. Oh, it's blocked.
A tactically sound approach.
That was your movement. Sniper. Your let shot, and he's down. Abies runs his fingers along the edge of his blades. Your former captives. You have a chance to rectify the mistake that made you forfeit your Archon's favor. One of their witches lets out a laugh. I doubt she'll change her mind, and since Sinithrostra will surely not want to give up her new plaything. Marzahai glances at the witches, his eyes brimming with a sea of powerless rage. A moment later, he looks at you. His expression changes slightly, one eyebrow arcing as if he's trying to make some agonizing decision. My offer still stands. Ellen talks. She chokes, unable to continue. Ha! A fine jest. He is joking, yes? Then he catches your eye, and the humor evaporates from his face. Trolls balls. You're not joking. Abelard sighs and comments quietly. Welcome to our fraternity of the perplexed, my lord Ulfa. Get used to it. The rogue trader never fails to astonish. Foolish monkey. The former Drakhon of the Raving Tempest is property of the cult, and only the succubi have the right. The tormented expression in Marzahai's eyes vanished, to be replaced with the malevolent resolve you have come to know. Your offer is accepted, monkey. What did you say, you arrogant wretch? Oh, why did it zoom out over here? I heard those noises. I heard those noises. So Marzahai joined us. Where is Marzahai? Oh, so he sliced some people around here and then jumped to our side. Gotcha. So we're gonna get behind this pillar. Yarlet, you can get behind that pillar. RG, if you would. Abelard. And you guys can take over here. And he goes pretty quickly. Oh, that hurts. Thankfully, it was just one swing. They almost took out RG. Meanwhile, he's just parrying that with a dagger. Okay, Yarlet. there seems to be a torturer who hasn't gone yet, and a champion who hasn't gone yet, so we need to take them out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can analyze them. Okay.
This tedium is beneath me.
So, piercing shot, call the bold,
Pet monkey.
shoot. And I might punch through to the other one. Gotcha. This one has 256 health
If
though,
it
so
serves your no weakness is hidden from my sight.
we are going to mark them
I understand your intent.
and then claim bounty.
I am not your
Taking them out.
Kill death with my hands.
And then since we get the extra, we're going to perfect
This
spot,
tedium is beneath me.
hunt down prey on the torturer, and in my sights on them.
From the ashes, I will.
RG. I want you to kick ABs.
Doubt is for the weak.
I doubted it. Furious Recital.
Commands, I act.
I'm really hoping this works. Confident approach. Then we're going to concentrated fire and burst them.
Faith without deeds.
Then wildfire and burst them again.
That is not the Emperor's will.
They have a little health left. Hey, Ulfar. There's 2 champions, so kick the one right in front of you. 88% chance. Oh, martial arts. What is that? Joyful Torture. Grants a creature a permanent effect, reducing all physical damage dealt to it by 50%. Can be removed for 2 rounds by dealing mental damage. Okay. Confident approach. And then we are going to... Stab isn't going to do much. But if I go for the throat at the torture back there, we can knock those 2 out.
Become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
And then... Oh, that already did the damage. Okay. Pistol shot does 2. Well... We can still do the stabbaroo.
You will not withstand my vengeance.
And then we can shoot with the gun.
How the wolf succeeds!
And with my character, I can punch through pretty easily, so we're going to mark both of these as prey.
Guides me.
I think they're both technically rank 3.
Won't waste my time on that.
We're going to
Triumph.
piercing shot this.
I
Really missed ABs. Well, claim bounty and I get my AP back. And perfect spot just because I can. Pascal. Area shot right here. That should hit all 3 of them. Have the birdie go. Might take out the champions. Took out one of them. We're going to have you strafe through those 2. That's 1. And then you can't hit the torture. But you can obstruct vision on them. No, you can't. But you can area attack him. Again. A finale as bloody as it was disappointing, the pathetic amateurs who were wrongfully proclaimed champions of the arena have been brought down at the hands of the unworthy challengers. Impale the failures and glory to the victor. Another round. Well, Marzahai, glad to have you aboard. Get out, monkey, and tell Cervantes that he'll pay for the insult. Well, do you want to kill me, or do you want me to get out? Marzahai shakes the blood off his blades and turns to you, battle fury still blazing in his eye. A moment later, his lips twist into a smile. Well now, one can only marvel at the fickle turn of fate, rogue trader. Sometimes we all have to contend with the circumstances that make any ally count. I love you, Abelard. Abelard is trying to convince himself, looking at the Xenos in indignation and dismay. Gillette raises her weapon, uncontained rage flashing in her eye. I will do what the Elentok did not have the courage to do. Ah, cousin, you have inexplicably managed to earn forgiveness of the one you betrayed and pushed into Komora's embrace, and now you intend to go against his will by killing me? Your lauded Assyrian restraint is failing you, much as it did before. Marzahai, my dude! Yurla hesitates a few moments and shrinks under the mocking gaze of the Drakhuri. So, monkey, he looks at you with a strange expression as if struggling to comprehend what has just transpired. You are really intent on escaping from the chasm, are you? Bold ambitions for arena meet. Well, I have no desire to die for their amusement, and I doubt you do either. Never. I will break out of this arena, avoid the cult's executioners, and make Yamiris and Nazareki, I think that's Nazareki, pay for every moment of my humiliation. And also, call me monkey one more time. This partnership is over. He grimaces, I will make an effort not to. So, I'm assuming they're going to take us out of the chasm now. Let's talk somewhere quiet. The Shriekers then will do. A turn of the head and a quick glance and a subtle nod, you take notice of the wordless conversation happening among some of your companions. Yes, we have much to discuss. I will head there now. Do not make me wait. I was hoping we were going to get him, and then at the same time, I was really expecting not to get him. Marzahai is a Drakhuri and a Drakon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest. We knew that already. Marzahai does not use human weapons and can wear a Drakhuri armor, or if he learns the required feature, Eldari armor. So he's like the exact opposite of Yarlet. Marzahai's unique ability deals strength-based damage to himself and inflicts the bleeding effect on him. While he is bleeding, he gains +3 resolve, and he can obtain other bonuses as his power grows. Marzahai is also an assassin. Assassins have a unique parameter called lethality, whose value can change over the course of combat and is equal to either the assassin's dodge or their dodge reduction, whatever is greater. Assassins have a passive keystone ability called Seek the Opening, which allows them to seek their enemy's weak spots. If the assassin attacks an enemy from the side that has the opening, the attack will be particularly effective and deal damage equal to 10% of the target's maximum wounds. The keystone ability Aim for the Opening allows the assassin to create additional openings on the side closest to them. Oh yeah, we get to loot these guys. Anything fun on them? It's a Bloodseeker Clave. That could be interesting. The Fine Hectares can go over there. The white armor can definitely go away. Abis's Nero Agonizer, so I'm assuming this is going to be flesh for the guy. Got a Hex Rifle, but that's not that great. And then we got a Hex Rifle, okay. So, the Bloodseeker Clave When the sword hits a bleeding enemy, it removes bleeding effect and inflicts toxin of the same power if the wielder gains +0. 5 times the target's bleeding level, dodge until end of turn. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. Anything else here? Does not seem so. Let's get out. They do not seem to like me here. Oh, we missed some stuff. Deadshot Splinter Rifle. This is new. 25 to 35 with 8 toxin on it. Oh, but it's not an actual sniper rifle. This rifle has Deadeye Shot. Deadeye Shot deals an additional damage to wielder's ballistic skill plus target's toxin level. That could actually be kind of cool. And then just a blaster. We should also get rid of Argenta's injury.
Is always there for you. Let me help.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
I must return to the Shrieker's Den. What is the sudden hurry? The Shrieker's Den? Where is that? Rogue Trader's retinue has grown smaller. The reasons for the departure do not sound convincing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Argenta and the wolf suddenly just booked it. Okay. Why did they book it? I hope I'm going to the right place here. Oh, they're fighting with him ahead of me getting here. Guys, really? Time seems to stand still when you enter. Figures cast in shadow, huddled against the walls, turn to you, everyone except the few standing frozen in the middle of the room with weapons in their hands. Argenta is panting, but her weapon is steadily trained on Marzahai. May thy will fortify my hand, may thy faith in thee grant me strength. Ulfar's rumbling malicious laughter echoes off the layer's ceiling. A nimble pest, aren't you? You could have surrendered without a fight. I would have snapped your neck and spared you torment, but you chose to die more painfully. Marzahai, whose armor is dented in a few places, lets out a guttural laugh. What are you waiting for? It's about time we finished our little dance. Marzahai lightly brandishes his blades, laughing mockingly in his opponent's face. I can continue dancing with you for a long, long time, but I am growing weary of your pathetic attempts. What is going on? Not all your lackeys are well trained, Miacidae. As soon as I crossed the threshold of this squalid hole, I was forced to take up arms. The abomination that you have allowed into your ranks of your companions must die. This is his will and my duty, Rogue Trader. Argenta's eyes burn with a frenzied, incinerating fire. Ho there, I decided to unwind by chasing this stringy Xenos across the ceiling. Join me at Vater. Guys, we're trying to get out of here alive. We can deal with the Drakhuri later if we choose to do so at all. I did not save his life, so you can take matters into your own hands. Weapons away, all of you, or do you not want to get out of here alive at all? Argenta's gaze upon you is full of condemnation. I will not oppose you, Rogue Trader, though my soul may clamor for the destruction of this foul thing. But I will wait for it to give me a cause. I will wait eagerly. Ulfar slams his gauntlet-clad fist in his armor, heaving a sigh of disappointment. I am not one to end the battle while a Xeno still stands. But no matter, scrawny human, we will get the chance to finish this another time. Marzahai takes his eyes off the exit and looks at you. The contorted mask of battle rage slides from his face, and he sheaths his blades. If your lackeys have seen enough of the show, I have business to discuss with you. There we go. Marzahai is casually inspecting his armor for damage, seemingly unperturbed by the attempted reprisal against him.
Monkey. Rogue trader. There is something you must do for me.
I love how he tried to correct himself there. You see his face twist as he forces out the next words. What do you need?
The soul of Irimeris, the Archon of the Reaving Tempest. It should belong to me. I do not know where, I do not know how, but that bitch tried to dispatch me without sullying her own hands, and she deserves to lose her life. Her soul will remain in my soul trap.
Oh, okay.
When we at last face each other, and we will face each other, even if I have to gut all of Komorra to do it. And if you're there when it happens, do not even think of trying to deliver the final blow. Only an Aziriesh has the right to take the life of an Aziriesh, and that right is mine.
Only an Aziriesh. Are you related?
Irimeris is my sister. What does it matter?
Complicated relationship, I see.
Yes. I valued her until she went too far in her attempts to dispose of me. She valued me until I refused to bare my throat for the blade without a word. Our relationship has come to a dead end. Now the tie between us must be severed.
What do you want? Not that I care. I'm just interested what you want with her soul.
Simply killing her is not enough for me. No, it is too banal. Keeping her imprisoned for all eternity in a cage of misery from which there is no escape. That is a fate more to my liking. Her fury and torment will feed me until her spirit dries up like a fountain of blood spraying from a sliced artery. And also, it might make her resurrection problematic.
Wait, you guys can resurrect?
Naive creature. The homunculi of Komorra, including Tavantius, whom Irimeris favors, are able to regenerate our slain kin from small pieces of flesh held in amniotic tubes. Any Drakhuri you kill on the field of battle can come for you again, albeit at a price, since the homunculus claims a portion of their client's soul as payment for this precautionary measure.
Holy hell.
Perhaps Irimeris was desperate enough or insane enough to resort to such a contract. Who knows? Having Irimeris' soul in my keeping might make her regrown form, if one appears, defective. She might not remember me or you at all.
I am suddenly so much more on board with your plan. Not that I wasn't on board with it before, but very well. If we encounter her at any point, you're allowed the final blow.
The answer I was expecting. I do not expect to wait long for the confrontation. When my sister learns of what occurred in the arena, she will send assassins, or decide to come herself.
He breaks off. All of his attention is now focused on a bent plate on his shoulder. A second later, he grasps the edge of the plate and, with a strangled groan, tears it off. The piece dislodges with a hiss, and Marzahai begins to straighten the bent plate with his hands, revealing the surprising strength contained within his lean body. Look at what the plate was covering. You are shocked to find no underarmor or clothing. It seems the thin, light armor is attached directly to his pale skin, roped with veins. You notice 2 pinprick marks, surrounded by purplish bruises. Something pierced his flesh here, and that is what kept the armor plate in place. Interesting.
What are you looking at?
After a few seconds, some ancient awareness spikes in you. The rapt attention of a deadly predator is focused on you. Your eyes start up. Marzahai has noticed your interest. Silently, he turns his head to you and leans down, his eyes bore into yours, his gaze mocking and charged with promise. Your armor is held on with hooks that dig into your body?
Correct. Directly into the nerve centers. Direct stimulation of the trigger points, provoking constant, unrelenting pain. Do you know how pleasurable it feels when your suffering rings out in unison with another's? The overwhelming ecstasy when your own agony bleeds into the agony of your enemy. My world is woven from that pleasure.
Okay, you do you, sir.
I can show you that world. I can teach you, if you do as you are told.
I love some of the answers here. We can just nod. We can seize him by the throat. We can stagger back and tell him we don't need that, or we can strike him saying, "Get away from me." We don't necessarily need that.
Very true. All you need to do is focus on your obligations. Let us see how you handle the tasks I've already given you. Remember, Eurymeris is mine whenever and wherever we encounter her. With that, I have nothing more to say to you.
Fair. Alright. So, the Shrieker's arsenal has more stuff in it. It's like I never took anything from here, which I thought I did. Alright, well, let's look at this real quick then. We also need to level Marzahai just up in general, and he starts at level 29, which is kind of interesting considering Ulfar started at level like 20, I believe. So we don't need to level Marzahai up as much. What is the elusive effect? 7 dodge, 3 dodge reduction, attacks deal 10% more damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll take elusive shadow just for the 10% extra damage. Ooh, Trueborn speciality is really good. When he makes an additional attack granted by dual weapon combat using a Drakhuri weapon, that attack no longer suffers penalties and does not have a cost increase. Yes, we're taking that. Then a normal talent, Killing Spree, is really good for just a plus 3% damage every time they hit an opening. We'll take that. Oh, they have athletics maxed. Having an ability deal 7 extra damage is 7 extra damage, so we'll take that. Agility and weapon skill are maxed out. But he needed strength for one of his things, so we'll take that. He has a very high agility, so finesse could be really, really good for him. That way his melee weapons are calculated using agility rather than strength. And then we'll have dispatch target lose half of armor and deflection. And he is level 35. Then we take Exemplar. I do think I'm going to take Eldaria equipment just so he can use that as well. Because that's actual, like, armor and stuff. And then we can throw equipment on him. So, he has a Cabellite Venom Blade and an Incubus Clave. Wait, he can... Oh, that's a blaster in his left hand. Gotcha. I was like, he has a two-handed right there. Well, we can put the Bloodseeker right there. And then it's 18 to 28, 10 to 32. Each successful attack with this weapon increases the damage of the bleeding effect suffered by +3. So if he dual wields these, they can bleed by a lot. So that could be really good. Then anything I can throw on him for like capes, boots, things like that. He has a cape. Whenever the wearer ends their turn, they remove bleed, burn, toxin from all adjacent allies, and wearer inflicts 10 on adjacent enemies. Each melee attack performed by the wearer increases armor by 7% until next turn. Yeah. Each successful dodge and parry automatically creates an opening on the enemy on the closest side to the wearer. That could be really good. I mean, we do have a few good things here for them. Really not have a good helmet for him, though. That kind of stinks. Ah, well. Okay. So, let's get out of here, and I think we're going to have to talk to... Let's take Yarla out from Marzahai. That way I don't have a second bounty hunter. I think we're going to have to talk to the surgeon dude again. I forget his name.
Powers unseen, uncover my path.
In the the word I can't say, opera. Oh, the rising currents carry the smells of pain, blood, and ichor, and failed ambitions, the smells of the dark city. With my wings flung open, I weave a path through the spires like a dark lightning bolt, chaotic and unpredictable in its patterns. To fly is to hunt, and everyone in flight hunts everyone else. Even I, the scourge Garriath Bloodfeather, do not have the privilege of invulnerability around these parts. I may become someone else's prey. Except probably not today. This day I am the hunter. My homunculus modified receptacles pick up the scent of my prey, and I tread cautiously as I approach it. The stench of monkey is foul but varied. And the scent of my prey is quite telling. A powerful specimen, brash and reeking of blood of others. I descend into the minaret that grows out of the nearest spire that provides me with an excellent view. Accelerated reflexes allow me to assess the situation in a fraction of an instant. It is time. Oh, so this guy up here. Gotcha. But I decide to wait and get a better look at the prey. A male monkey, pampered upper caste cub, was fed and equipped with the best their race can offer. It certainly arrived in the Dark City recently, a city which has not yet managed to leave a mark on the perpetual expedition of doom on the flattened snout. The most glorious game which clings to life the strongest and leaves the sweetest death essence. The reflexes urge the muscles to act. I act. The shard carbine spews forth a stream of crystalline projectiles that howl and shatter as they pierce the flesh of the prey. A deadly slashing blizzard drapes the street in a bloody snow, the bodies of random passerbys caught in the fire falling to the ground. This is a common occurrence in the spires. Everyone around me flees from the field of death whose borders I have made clear. The prey falls but is still alive. I did not expect the hunt to end with the first salvo. The prey is badly injured. I can easily finish off in the open. The prey is trying to locate me among the tangle of spiked marionettes. Its frantic gaze is looking at for my winged figure. The hyper pupils allow me to examine the prey's face. I can see in the eyes scrutinize my gear. There is no need to hide anymore. So I stand up to my full height and emit the wailing battle cry to let the prey know what will kill it. The prey summons the companions to its aid. A mistake. I unleash a new fan of crystalline shards, and the flesh of the prey blossoms with new cuts from my projectiles. Anyone who tries to approach it will be killed by brittle shrapnel. The prey should have run away and not given me more chances to cripple it. The prey is weak. The prey breaks into a run. Clever. By escaping from the open streets, the prey has deprived me of the advantage of my long-range weapon, but I will not let it escape, so I spread my wings and soar over the alley. pelting prey with bursts of indirect fire. The chase must not end too soon. The petitioner wanted my prey to die slowly. Oh, is this, Ymirius? Strangeness to the movements of the prey as it dashes away one moment and freezes the next. My altered pupils are adept at detecting movement, but they are worse at perceiving stationary objects. My prey seems to be aware of this. The prey grabs someone's weapon from the ground and returns fire at random. The air fills with gunfire. As soon as the prey fires the first shot, everyone starts shooting everyone else. This chaotic gunfire engulfs the entire street. It spreads across the dark city like wildfire. Mindless and violent, I am forced into a steep dive, spinning around and dodging the tracks of multiple projectiles. The trick worked and I let out a frustrated squeal. The hunt continues. The prey manages to elude me for a moment by ducking to a crowded street. The jet booster on my back emits a steam of ghostly blue flame, and I continue my pursuit. I storm into the street. I see the prey again. This is a nice catch. Petitioner wanted me to deliver the prey to her, but I decide to do something different. When this is over, I will impale the body of the prey on a spike protruding from the highest spire, so that it serves as a testament to my victory. My flight is swift. Everything unnecessary in it. And atavistic has been cut from my body so that air currents carry it like a projectile from a splinter rifle. Alas, this is also my weakness. I am so light, even a small obstacle can throw me off my course. But the prey has no idea how vulnerable I am in flight. Willpower test failed. It is frightened. The prey must not manage to succumb to blind animal panic. But it is jittery. Movements clearly reveal the reasoning is being dampened by instinct. Seeking to slow me down, the prey bars my way with a cataclysm. The prey rushes over to a half-disassembled jet bike, shoves away the slave who is repairing it, and overloads its anti-gravity engine with admirable dexterity. It barely has the time to bounce back before a deafening explosion fills the air with shards of rock, pieces of wraithbone, and fragments of bodies. One of the projectiles hits me in the chest and throws me to the ground. I manage to regroup and avoid injury, but get up with a furious screech. I was cast down, an indelible insult. The conclusion is drawing near. As I turn the corner, I triumphantly realize that I have driven the prey into a dead end. It is time for a massacre. Poison I received from the petitioner as payment for the hunt is contained within the crystalline projectiles and should have worked by now. It will slow down the nervous system of my prey, weaken its muscles, and render it unconscious. Cruise test failed. When I spot the prey, I am pleased to note the early signs of the effect my combat toxin is having on it. Its movements are slowed, and it is blinking often. The spots are floating in front of its eyes by now. I can only do the logic. The prey lunges at me first. I realize too late that it is not desperation, but cold determination behind it. Logic test failed. In the blind alley where my prey is about to die, there is enough room for me to spread my wings and soar. It does not grant me the opportunity to do so, and kicks me back into the cramped street. The prey wishes to fight where it has the advantage. With my wings folded, I ratchet up the jet booster and rush past the prey like a projectile. I am airborne again. I am flying. The fight will be on my terms. Everything will be over in moments. The outcome will be decided in close combat. Wasting no time, my prey and I seize one another in a violent, furious embrace. Every decision is made over the course of this fleeting hunt will be weighed, tipping the scale that will ultimately determine the winner. I am unpleasantly surprised when I realize the prey is aware of my combat style. It covers the vulnerable spots I like to cut open with my monomolecular claws, but this knowledge will not save it from death. My embedded glands spew hyperadrenaline into my bloodstream, and my artificially grown muscles convulsively swell under the porous fabric of my ghost plate. I torment the prey with claws protruding from my forearms and knees, and the prey, I can't believe I have strength on this, banks on brute force, trying to break my fragile bones and shatter my joints. Powerful blows crush the hollow bones drilled by the crafty homunculus. Their lightness served me well during the flight, but has betrayed me here on the ground. I lose my footing, my body going floppy like a rag. My strength waning, I reach for the shard carbine and shoot the prey right in the face at point-blank range. The crystalline projectile whizzes within a hair's breadth of its face. A crushing blow turns my magnificent weapon into rubble with a mournful crunch. The prey grabs me by the throat and lifts me in the air and snarls. It seems to want to know why I attempted to kill it. Why would I tell it about my petitioner, the Kykros of the Wyche, about how insulted she was by the deaths of her fosterlings, the bloodstained proselytes in the arena by my hands, about how badly she wanted to spite the prey's master, the sour-tempered homunculus Cervantes, who had arranged the insult? I do not know, for my throat is crushed, and only a faint wail escapes it. I die. I am dying at the feet of my prey. No, at the feet of a monkey, a humiliating end, for one who has earned the status of an apex hunter of Camorra through torturous alterations of the flesh, and a bloody pilgrimage to the very top of the spires. Does it hurt to perish like this? It does. Is it fair? It is. The chaotic burst of violence that bloodied the streets of Camorra ends just as abruptly as it erupted. Such is life in these spires. Well, I got an injury from that, it looks like. Hey, Abelard.
No further.
Thank you.
Let's patch you up.
Your aid was acknowledged.
And let's get a new one on you. Goods. I think we broke his rifle, so we shouldn't be getting a new one. But we did get Scourge's adrenal glands. Adrenal glands enhanced by the homunculus, capable of dispersing pure hyperadrenaline through the owner's blood. That sounds very fun. Oh yeah, there's like a Medicaid check or something down here.
Patellar augment is not fit for a servitor.
What the heck just happened with this? There we are. Yeah, I think that one we just failed. But now, can we get up here? I have a 50% on this lore warp.
Predictable. Let's seize the opportunity.
So I'm gonna go back up to that, I think he's a homunculus, but... the guy behind Rack here and see if he has anything more to say. And see if I can't get Cassia back as a start. Yeah, Cervantes. He rushes about the laboratory, snatching up certain tools, vials, and notes. He conceals some of the items inside his own body cavities and then destroys the rest. Did something happen? The cult of the fatal thirst craves blood specimen. Your blood, my blood. One must be astoundingly insensitive to the vibration of the city to not realize this. Drakon Assyriash. After you went against the Archon of the Raving Tempest, you decided to violate the wishes of the Archon of the Black Heart as well. You were thrown into the arena to die. You show wretched incompetence by defying your masters. My presence offends you, I see. Good. You have made yourself quite comfortable here in the chasm. Is this where you have kept things you have dared not to bring to the spire of the Raving Tempest? It must be vexing, having to abandon it all as you flee the cult's wrath. One of his limbs twitches and strikes blindly. Only Marzahai's reflexes save him from a fatal neck wound. But the homunculus makes no further attempts to attack. It seems to care more about his substances and instruments than the insufferable Cabalite. I don't really care about Koronus. You promised to help me get out of here. Forget about old promises, monkey. This is war. My loyal servants are being slaughtered across the chasm. I cannot take any more specimens away with me, and the ones I have already packed are far more valuable than you. Into the spire of the Raving Tempest? to hide under the wing of Ymir, an Archon fallen into disgrace. What an impudent choice. You should run away from her and her troubles, unless you are somehow connected to her crime. You were not in a position to know about the Archon's plans before, much less now. So why do the Witches desire my death? You humiliated the monkey. Koronus and I agreed that she would send fresh meat against you, but she decided to undermine my authority by sending out her best. You slaughtered them, and so it was the cult's authority that suffered. But who cares about a pathetic monkey? You are my lackey, and thus it's I who is responsible for undermining the occult's authority. And it wasn't enough for you to just kill them. You enticed one of the blood-stained perilous to join a monkey's side. And the entire chasm watched. A slap in the face of the cult wasn't enough for you, so you decided to spit in its face as well? Oh, but there's more. I hope Koronus and Sinostra are there now, writhing in horror at the mere thought that their headless subordinate have lost the Cabalite, who was sentenced to death by Marzahai himself. First they decided to play at charity by making me a perilous, and now they let me sleep through their fingers. Oh, I wish I could see the succubus's face when she was given the news. So you dispatched me to kill the Witches. Are you telling me you did not anticipate such consequences? It was supposed to go differently. Your performance was supposed to be a lesson in respect, not a declaration of war. You would have killed someone unimportant and made the Witches' vanity bleed. The Witches would have received your head as a salve for their wounded pride. So he was going to kill me either way. And they would have been reminded for a time that I still was someone who could have greatly complicated their existence. Instead, you failed me, all of you. Koronus did not keep her word, and you did not die in her trap. It's all your fault that things have spiraled out of control. So what's your plan? I will leave the Nanical Opera and withdraw to the Spire of the Reaving Tempest. The Witches don't dare settle their scores under the eye of my patrons, so the Cabal's valuable servant is safe from their ire. As for you, go out into the streets of the chasm and die, or go to the arena and try to kill Koronus. Even if you succeed, you will still die. I should have stopped wasting time on this idiocracy long ago. All these pathetic simpletons did was weaken my focus and distract me from my masterpiece. At last I can devote all of myself to it. Don't be such a coward. Let's face them here and kill them. All of them. An unnecessary risk. This is not a hasty retreat, merely a temporary change of workspace. He becomes so absorbed in his thoughts that he starts shearing off pieces of his own flesh with scissor-like claws. Enter the arena. The succubi will not pass up the chance to gut you in front of an audience. If you could simply wound Koronus, it would give us both enough time to escape. For that, I would be willing to sacrifice the deadliest and most valuable specimens in my collection. If you manage to kill her, run. Sinostra will not let such impudence go unpunished, and her wrath is 100-fold more dangerous than Koronus' fury. Do not run to the chasm. You will find no shelter there. Seek salvation in other spires, and you may prolong your agony for a short time. Since you're intent on fleeing, you may as well release my companions. I cannot transport them to my new sanctuary. You may take them. I have unlocked the containment sarcophagi for dangerous specimens. Go and inspect them. Some of your servants may still be alive, but do not allow them to use their abilities until I have left the opera. Alright, well, we got Cassia back, it sounds like. With a weary sigh, the homunculi turns away from you, his knife-like fingers making unnerving, scraping sound.
The world
So,
will bow.
Execution Master. We got goods right here. Execution Engine Master. Don't really care about the spider's web, but it is a named Weber. This Weber's area attack costs 1. If the weapon's single-shot attack immobilizes a target, it must pass an agility test with plus 20 bonus or cannot attack for 1 round. It's kind of nice. What's this? Torture device is locked and sealed. I'm guessing this is Cassia. Lord Captain, help me, please. Well, she just melted someone. I feel at last, feel something. Why are there so many of you at once? Red, black, scarlet, violet, yellow, dark maroon. Away with you. Stop swarming my thoughts. And she lidless stares me again. Miacidae, I cannot control it. Her fingers flowing through Cassia's fragile body make your head swim and your hair stand on end. Your body is burning as if you have been doused with a vat of molten plasteel, and your head is teeming with strange whispers, shadows, and voices. Every breath is a struggle, as though something is scratching at your insides, trying to claw its way out of your chest. Your gorge rises. You have survived being exposed to the Navigator's open eye. But will your body and mind hold as it occurs again? Well, dogmatic. Soothe her with a prayer. May the Emperor's radiance illuminate our way through the tenebrous gloom as we are broken of heart and turn to his wisdom. Cassia, you're fine. Cassia struggles to focus her eyes on you. An unfamiliar expression is imprinted on her pale, gaunt face. One that is stern, confident, and imperious. It is the same expression that you saw on Theodora von Valencius's face when you first met her. And may his light scatter the darkness ahead. For the Astronomicon is the beacon, and his guiding is blessing to me. Dogmatic +5. An eerie chill runs down the entire length of your body. It's a feeling that you forgot, but recollection swiftly follows someone else's turmoil and emotions and a will that is not your own. This crushing wave is about to consume you. Willpower succeeded. A haze of anger, despair, and fear smothers you like a burial shroud. But this is not the first time you have had to deal with a surge of foreign emotions assailing your mind. You wish you would die here and now. No. You wish you had never been born in the first place. You summon your will and push these thoughts away as though fending off a sword thrust, and Cassia's feelings dissipate before they can latch onto you. Well, we have an agility here, but I really don't want to take it, which would be shoot Cassia. So, soothe her with prayer. The Emperor is with us so long as we remember our purpose to serve humankind and never give in to his enemies. We get closer. With visible effort, Cassia clasps her hand in prayer and believe in his might and his aid, his wisdom, and if we still have the strength to fight, then we shall to the end. Her pale brow furrows, and rivulets of blood run from her eyes and nose. Undeterred, she focuses on bringing her power under control until the body jolts as if electrocuted. You know, when darkness envelops you, it takes everything away, leaving no sounds, no smells, no solid footing. Darkness devours every color that tries to make its way in. Every color I create inside, darkness is withering. It swallows the colors it chews, it consumes. But when despair has overtaken me completely, I could sense I was not alone in that darkness. Someone else was with me, someone intangible, cold, and colorless. And that realization ravaged my sanity all the more. When the capsule opened, my mind was drowned in grimy shades of crimson and umber and black, and I am going mad. I used to think I could control this, but now you must end this for the sake of my house, for your own safety, for me. Frigid heaviness hangs in the air. Your entire being implores you to run quickly. I understand how this is, and why this is a thing, but I really don't like that with every companion you have a choice to end them. Cassia, whatever happened to you, we can make it right. Put your trust in me. I wish I were half as confident as courageous as you, Lord Captain. A weak smile crosses her pale lips and she shakes her head. Cassia closes her eyes and the tremors in her body taper to a stop. With a weary movement in her hand, she adjusts her forehead adornment, taking care to cover her navigator's eye, and you no longer feel a menace that was emanating from her a moment ago. Thank you. Your words, they helped a lot. I feel better now. And now, may I escort you out of here? I would be honored, Lord Captain, if I may ask you to lead the way. Oh, now this is a hard one, because I really, really want Cassia in the party. As cool as Ulfar is, he has a lot of limitations. And I just don't see them being worth it. So we'll trade him out for Cassia. But the homunculi's minions are gone.
The world trembles beneath.
I don't see anything over there. Hi, buddy. Why am I stopped? I saw someone walk over there. One of his. There's a lot of switches I can activate over there. And then there's just goods that I can release chimeras. Okay. So I have a feeling that this is going to be like a fight area in just a little bit. So I think this is where we're going to pick off from next time. Because, well, things might go south very, very quickly. And I'm not entirely sure what to make of it. Potentially we have the ability to take out Cervantes the Archmechanitor, or they might be coming in here to fight us. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff we can do in here that I'm noticing. Like, we can release a Chimera. There's other things in here that we can look at. There's a lot of switches over here. So, I don't know, but this is where we'll pick off from next time, because it's either we're going to be going into the arena and fighting for our freedom, pissing a lot of people off, or we're even going to be pissing him off. I don't know where that's going to go, but yeah. Didn't I
Do you see?
remove that old injury?
Let's patch you up.
Your
There we
aid
go.
was acknowledged.
So, anyway. So with that being said, that's where we'll pick up from next time and see if we can't just get out of Kimura. I'm not sure, but we'll see. So that'll be it for this time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. And otherwise, as always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please have a good one.